strengths and unique content that you can bring to the table as well. Please let me hear it.
Deus Ex.
No problem.
Prototype.
So cool.
Amplitude.
Ooh, I'm excited for that one.
7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die. Continue.
I told him that we both can do it together.
Yeah.
Overcooked.
Okay.
They asked if you had any either Assassin's Creeds or Infamous games.
I have platinumed every Infamous.
Yeah.
I do not have the most recent one, Second Son, I believe it's called.
Mm-hmm.
That is for the PS4. The other two were for the PS3, and the only way that I could show that to you is if I'm more than willing to. I consider buying the PlayStation Now streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have any insight to this, though, Richard. I'm not sure if I can stream games through that service
No, you
and
can't.
broadcast. No.
We're already a step ahead of you.
Thanks for being so insightful, guys. That's a shame. So we wouldn't be able to review first or second one, but you can ask me any questions about them. Second Son was a great experience. I think you have also platinumed that
Mm-hmm.
recently too.
Yep.
What was your experience with the game?
Well,
secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
It was fun. I had fun with the game. I'm not gonna lie. I really did. The only issue I had was like by the end, I felt like that's too repetitive with what you were doing, and it just became more of a nuance.
Op 4 located the biohazard container.
Is that how you say it? Nuisance. Oh fuck! Watch out! There's a switch coming. A nuisance. Rather than like something I didn't want. I just want to do it anymore. You know, like I just want to do the little stupid stuff. I just want to get on the story mission, but you had to do certain things because you want to increase your power and stuff. But other than that,
Op 4 drone has
I had a lot of
located
fun with it. I
the
really did.
container.
I just didn't complain about much actually. And big time with it. It was definitely a good purchase because honestly, you can go buy the game for $10 probably right now, which is great.
I will suggest that the powers, well, they're not uninspired, but they don't bring enough variety to the table to make it a memorable adventure game, one that stands out. But with that being said, quality game, I would recommend the franchise to anyone. If you guys want to see those, if you guys want to see Second Son from either of us, we can make that happen in a heartbeat, I'm sure.
It asked if we had horror games.
Well, oh no, I turned it in. You're gonna be disappointed, Mark.
Oh, did you? No.
Until Dawn.
I was good. I even said that. I was like, well, we did play Until Dawn. You don't have it anymore.
Now I can pick it up again. If you guys looking into Until Dawn, yeah.
I told them that next week, Resident Evil comes out, that we would more than glad do that one.
Resident Evil 7. That really comes out next.
No, Resident Evil's a free game next week. The first Resident Evil remade for PS4.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, of course. The advantage of watching us, guys, you caught Duke first. If you guys are loyal to Duke, I understand that. The OGs, you watch the same thing, so it makes sense. But I think the advantage to watching us is that generally we're either playing together or playing the same game in somewhat of a competitive notion. So, Resident Evil, for instance, what we could do for you if you're tuning in, is we could both play the single player experience together. I'm afraid that we wouldn't be able to really be part of each other's experience besides the chat aspect of that.
Richard asked if we could put the videos up side by side afterwards.
And Richard, you've already proven me you're a clever man. This is something that Duke and I have been discussing.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to get serious with this, if we're going to start Twitching and YouTubing, using the PC as a platform, that is something that's too easy to do. Will we be welcome to do that?
Yeah. And I actually like that idea. Because the game, Resident Evil, I could play as a guy, you could play as a girl.
Oh, super cool! Yeah! See, that's a grand example of how having two people attached to a single feed or a single channel is so advantageous. That's very cool.
And Stacy just said it would be cool to see how two different people who are friends play the game differently.
I mean, I dare you guys. I can check into this myself, but I dare you guys to try and find how much kind of content is out there on YouTube for that. I'm sure there are plenty of people who have considered it. There's probably decent quantity out there, but I mean, we're looking to provide layers of entertainment on what we're doing. Be reciprocative, play current and in the game. So we're just hoping that what we do to have fun is entertaining other people, because if it is, like, that's just super rad.
Mm-hmm. Really cool.
Find the biohazard container location.
So this part is where we have the time to look around and try to find where they're camped out. So like, I just found the bomb, the biohazard, and now my whole team knows exactly where it's at. They had the option to set up all the defenses, try to block us, but unfortunately for them, they did not really have any defenses
10 seconds.
that could stop us. So we got to find it. Now we know where it's at. Honestly, after playing it a while, we kind of know there's only a couple spots to look.
Biohazard container located. Proceed to its
Trust me,
location.
when we first started, we were kind of lost.
Did you introduce them to what the operator's about?
Yep, I was talking about some of the operators, like what they kind of do, purpose of some of them and stuff like that, and like Attackers Defense 1, because he asked if it was like Call of Duty and stuff, and I said, not even close.
Yeah, completely different vibe.
He asked, favorite operators.
Ooh, wonderful question. Would you like to answer first?
Definitely Thermite is probably my favorite. I use him the most on offense. I can use other people, I just prefer him. I think it's probably his gun too, and the fact that I can break down walls.
Fuse for me. Fuse is an aggressive attacker. He has wall-breaching explosives, which kind of jump out of a single location from the wall that you pierce.
Also, like on defense, Mute and Capcan. Mute, I don't think I explained him. He can kind of stop the attackers, cameras, and other breaching through walls and everything. He is
electronic
really cool.
disruptors.
Yes.
He has little modules that create electronic interference so that the little cameras at the beginning, they can't scope around. A lot of operators are electronic based, so it disables them in close proximity.
And, yeah. And, what should I say? Oh, Capcan. Explain them Capcan.
They've really improved. They've balanced all of the operators out over time. it didn't used to be like this. I mean, Capcan, he's not the character he used to be, and I certainly like him too. I like Frost. She places welcome mats, which are basically bear traps, human bear traps. Kind of disturbing, also super cool to do that stuff. Works in my favor. And did you just see what that guy did?
No!
Op 4 last stop standing.
I wish I could explain to you what he just did, man. Imagine he's on a balcony looking out. He
Secure the
zip
protect the
line.
bio container.
He flipped himself around outside of the balcony's limits and flipped himself into a
Op
rappel.
4 eliminated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to finish answering the question, Bandit there, Bandit has batteries. He can charge the reinforced walls that you see that are made of metal so that people can't interact with them. He can also create barbed wire traps. So what? Tactical.
Interesting question. Least favorite. That's a tough one.
And
I'm gonna say Jaeger. I probably have used him the least.
Jaeger? I'm thinking Rook, possibly. I don't use Pulse a lot, but I like it.
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
I'm with you.
The thing is, they all have their strengths. There's no real class I don't like. It's just that they don't appeal to my strengths.
That's a problem. It is not that they're.
Op 4 located the biohazard.
It's not that they're bad. It's just. It's just that we like who we like, and you know, you can't. Obviously, you can't use every guy.
5 seconds left.
Wall fortified!
Op 4 drone has located the biohazard container.
Where's it? Where's my mute? Yes. Bastards. Took out their thermite.
I need reinforcements. Yeah, baby.
What a shot. Oh, Blackbeard on her. Oh. What's your favorite map?
You guys ask some of the most challenging questions. Do you know that? Man. I would have to have them laid out in front of me. Unlike my friend Duke, I don't have this amazing fucking memory I can just recall at will. There are reasons for that. But, you wouldn't believe. Oh, no, window. Window in the front play.
Doesn't matter. I would probably say, there's one called Chalet, which is, it's almost like a house, but it's a pretty big house. 2 stories and a basement. And I don't really know why. I actually like it.
It's a cottage. It's a 2-story luxury winter cottage, and it is one of my favorites, dude.
I mean, there's no real reason why. I just really like it. Oh, and
again,
and plane, the plane one. I'm not sure exactly what it's called.
yeah, I think it's airplane, presidential plane, isn't it?
Yeah, that one's really cool because
That-
it's got 3 layers of the plane, and it's just really cool.
There's no shooter map I can think of that really recreates that setting. It's neat.
Not at all. But I mean, honestly, I think we've talked about it before. No real bad maps that were like, oh my gosh, this map sucks, you know?
Swapping knives!
Yeah, and much the same as the operators. They have their strengths and weaknesses. It's funny because I never really think to myself, compare this to who I was playing older shooters or what the older shooter was. I would have favorites. You know, I could still tell you that SOCOM 2, Foxtrot was a favorite map of mine.
Yep.
But these days, either
Chain reaction.
yeah, the nature of the game or the nature of who we are, who I am, doesn't really designate favorites. At least with this game. I know that you like Thermite, for instance, dude. I mean,
yeah, I do. But the thing is there's 6 or 7 guys I don't mind being on offense. You know, like I could let's see, Blackbeard, Capital, Ash, Sledge, Thermite.
I've got a viewer.
Fuse.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so I mean, that could be Blitz.
Now, before you continue, I would like to welcome my viewer. Oh, he's got me. I don't like you anymore.
You are no longer our friend.
Locate the biohazard container.
But I mean, you know, like as I said, there's plenty of guys on offense. You know, there's some I just prefer over others. For the most part, like for instance, there's 2 shields, Blitz and Montauk. I prefer Blitz. You prefer? Well, I don't use what's his name? Fuse as a shield.
Done. The biohazard container has been located.
Yeah, Flash and Montauk are mandatory shields, whereas Fuse has that as an option. Oh, Blitz, yeah. I said Flash.
Flash.
That's what he does, okay?
Yes, that's what
I'm
he
not
does.
far off.
But where you prefer Montauk, I prefer
Proceed
Blitz.
to the biohazard container and secure it.
Okay.
At least, I mean, I still use him more, but
No disadvantage to Blitz. I like him a lot as well, but I feel Montauk is a bit more quirky. He's a full body shield, so it's unique. You know, I don't think you've really ever seen anything quite like him in a game before.
I agree.
Swapping mags. They're all spinning up.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Injuries.
Watch out, there is a hole. I restored it. Where you at? Okay, never mind. Okay, if you go down in the basement, there's a hole I made a sledge.
Is it? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a hole in the ground. Ah, fuck. I can't. I need a hole in the ground or the wall where it's accessible.
I'm dead, bro.
Fuck. Fuck.
Go down the other stairs.
Down the other stairs? Okay, okay.
Yeah. There's a hole right to the left there as you go down. Right there, see it?
Thank you.
I wanted to do this one, but I couldn't.
Time to make move.
Watch out, he can shoot you there. Right there, right there.
Did he just die? Holy shit.
Yeah, he shot
I
right to the
just
bottom
lost
there.
that button.
Bolt loaded. Frag grenade out.
Right to the right, right to the right. Right there, right there. Yep, yep, yep.
But and I'm destroying things. I'm not hitting people, but I'm destroying things.
Oh, he got somebody.
15 seconds.
What is it? Secure. Okay, so
10
we
seconds.
have our position. Fuck.
5 seconds. Stop securing the container.
I wanted that. All I could do is really try to hold these necklaces.
Failed mission.
Nice try, they said. Nice try.
Thank you, thank you.
Richard says game seems tough.
Sure is. Involves a lot of patience, which you'll find my friend Duke has in spades. I know. I've been getting better. I'd like to say that I'm taking this game more seriously than I usually do.
Yeah. Yeah, well, is that because we have viewers, or?
No, yeah, I want to say it's relevant for life experiences, kind of.
Yeah.
I've had these 2 weeks off, this week and last week off, and that has really helped my mental health, getting away from work, kind of focusing on me and finding out what's that. Let me get there.
Be honest, who's better at this game?
Duke,
Located the biohazard container.
in many regards, he is usually, and he's played a lot more Rocket League, so you'll see him up there a lot more regularly than me.
10 seconds left.
I'm, how do we put this?
5 seconds and counting.
He's the talent on the show, because you just watch me play.
Located the biohazard container.
I'm very sporadic, and I like to be very dynamic and unexpected. It doesn't always work out in terms of the tactics or strategy, but it's sometimes very effective. It depends on the circumstances. But in comparison to my buddy Duke's playstyle, patience seems to have a lot more presence in most games concerning experience and a quality gaming performance. So the answer, in short, is him. I apologize if
I mean,
I go on.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm
Friendly
like,
last operator
oh my
standing.
gosh, clear cut, better. Like, we have our games. Lloyd does, he has his games where
Op
he
4
plays
securing the
really, really
biohazard
well.
container.
When I have my games where I play really, really bad, you know, it's like I would like to think we're both relatively close. Now, and I agree with what Lloyd says 100%. Is
All
that,
friendlies were eliminated. Mission failed.
you know, he's more sporadic than I am. I'm generally more cautious because of the one life thing. But that also goes to my gameplay style in other games. Is I like being the sniper, the sneaky person, you know, and lows. I'll be a thief or, you know, or somebody or an assassin or something because I like doing that, you know. So I guess that fits my gameplay style in this game also, you know. So, but to say I'm like, oh my gosh, clear cut winner over Lloyd, Lloyd, he's a very humble dude over there.
I'm willing to take this risk between Richard and Stacy. Who is the better gamer, huh?
Let's see.
I hope there's a little argument that goes on over there.
They will send me.
Yes! That's beautiful. Unscripted beauty.
She's a better problem solver, he says.
Okay.
She's better than everything else.
I'm not sure Stacy's gonna sit down on that one.
I'm sure he kicks his ass in Tekken all the time.
Whoa. Tekken. I had a brief stint with Tekken. I actually had a figure of what's the sexy Jamaican girl? She I believe is Eddie's sister.
Eddie Goro, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Montero or no.
No.
I don't know if you guys know their names, but anyway, I appreciated it for its deep mechanics. It's one of the few games you're gonna find that has 4 or 5, 10 hit combos for every friggin' character, and it's nuts when you see it happen. I really hope you guys aren't that good because then you're going to be showing me some footage,
Wow.
Stay behind me.
Wow, he barely even hit me.
Where's the fucking... I hope you guys were watching.
Drone spinning up.
Why don't we play Xbox?
Oh, you guys really want to play that card? Why don't you guys play system?
Why not? Yeah. Why should we? Like, yeah. We all know the PS4 is better. It's like
We're preferable to PS4. Me personally, I've been Sony since the beginning. PlayStation, PSP, Final Fantasy.
I mean, I've had every system from Nintendo up. I've had everything. There's not a system I don't have except for right now the Wii U and the Xbox One. No, those are the only systems I haven't had.
We have been
I've just
eliminated.
been particularly in love with the PlayStation system ever since I got PlayStation, the original one, and then meeting Lloyd on PS2, and other people, my friends who have PlayStation. It just makes common sense for me. It's like, why am I gonna play on PC when all my friends play on PC? Why am I gonna play Xbox when I know 1 or 2 people who play Xbox? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And relatively, let's be real. Okay, as much as they say the graphics are so much better on PC, I don't really see it that big of a difference. I don't.
I'm gonna stop right there. I will say that Nintendo is an equal contender with Sony because they have their own pedigree of quality and content. PC is unlike systems in every way possible. The advantages, in my opinion, you can potentially never stop improving. You know, you buy a graphics card here or some more RAM there, and you have a computer that's standing the test of time. But where I am, oh my goodness, give me a moment. Where it loses attraction for me is that things aren't just made to work. You install, it's compatible with your operating system. I mean, these days it's probably not as much an issue, but the flaws, the potential issues that you can have with your computer over something like a system, it just seems simpler. I don't know what your guys' experiences are. I mean, clearly, not everybody.
Okay, you may say that, but honestly, when they do those PC, PS4, Xbox One, like shows, like honestly, like okay, yes, we'll admit PC looks better, but it's not like holy shit, this is PC and this is fucking PlayStation. You know, like original PlayStation, you know, visuals. Like the visuals aren't that much different to me. Like it's honestly, it's the difference between Blu-ray and DVD, which doesn't mean that much to me. You know, it's like, you know, I can't justify. I own some Blu-rays, but I can't justify paying $20 extra for a Blu-ray compared to a DVD. You know, it's like, so. But I'm with you on that, Lloyd. Is that there's just some flaws, and plus everybody on computer mods everything. I don't like that.
I personally think that's a great advantage. If we could do that with the games that we have on our systems, I think you would find us doing that a lot more. That is a strong advantage for them.
Yeah, I guess I just don't have interest in the modding stuff. I guess I don't.
I think, I mean, I've never got into it personally, but I think that if Skyrim, man, fuck you, you're not interested in this shit. Skyrim and the mods will be included in the HD remake of this game, so you can thank me later. The mods that people have created for this game are simply stunning. They affect graphics from things like...
Here you go, Richard made a good point. Easier to cheat and more cheaters on PCs.
Oh, that's a good point. It's a looser system.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes he also said that sometimes quality of games aren't as good sometimes, even though we get a lot of the same games. There are still exclusives, and the amount of people that own systems to PCs that play certain games is undeniable. AKA Madden, sports games work so much better on systems than on PCs.
Okay.
Like paying homage to my game, but I guess that makes sense though. If you think about it, certain games would probably be better on PC than than the PlayStation. I guess PlayStation would probably be made for certain games, you know.
I feel that when potential is measurable, when you know the weight of your game, what kind of pressure it's going to put on the system, that something like a system is more appropriate because everything is proprietary. It's made for each other. But when it comes to something that's more experimental, or if it's driving a heavier bargain and it does it in unique or different ways, I feel like PC is more prominent. It's a strength as well as a weakness, because when you give something that works so simply the potential to kind of break outside its mold, that's not what coding and computing is about. It's about sticking to the procedure. That's why I feel like a simple game like like football, for instance. Now, don't kill me. If he hasn't told you already, my friend Duke actually helped make Madden, the Madden games. So feel free to ask him any questions about that, because he's an overprivileged fuck. But he's not overprivileged. But it's a simple game in the sense that it's not looking to wow you with impressive atmosphere or 1,000 enemies on screen a minute. It's sticking to a general procedure that has rules and regulations. That doesn't need that kind of open-ended solution. And that's how I just perceive them.
Lloyd, how easy is it, or do you feel, do most computer gamers hook up do they actually play on their computer, or do they hook their computer game up to a TV?
Well, in my opinion, there's no real difference. You connect it to a TV, it's basically a big monitor, right? Or
Yeah. Well, no, like, okay, because my biggest downfall was with the computer was always I don't like the size of the screen. That's back in the day before they had this whole technology where you could hook your computer up to your TV and play games from your computer on your TV. I don't know how much. I haven't really done it. Like I said, I have my MacBook and I use that for my internet shit, but I don't play games on it. I don't know how. Is it a hassle to hook it up to a TV?
No. I mean, maybe with some older hardware, but these days it's an HDMI cable away.
That's it.
I don't think it was more about the visual experience of the PC. From the very beginning of my gaming experiences, I found that having a controller was much more intuitive. It's disabling because I have a limited preset of buttons. But I feel like the combination of buttons are pretty much endless, and they're more accessible to my hands with what I'm familiar with.
Yep, I would agree with you. That's probably why turned me away was from pushing buttons all the time and having to move your hands all over the keyboards. It's like, oh, Alt or Shift or something, and like hitting 1 and then like a regular 3 and then Shift and like 7 and then like to do something to cast a spell or something, and it just, I'm with you on that. It was all these different buttons for different stuff. The possibilities are endless with those, but that's just too much for me. Too much. Give me a controller. Give me controller, because I always felt like, here's the thing, is I always felt like hand-eye coordination with a controller outweighs a PC pushing buttons and clicking a mouse.
But I know when that belongs. I know when somebody who is that caliber gamer, who's that familiar with that peripheral, can make it and honestly push a gaming experience further than a controller can. But I'm telling you right now, the mastery and just attentiveness to detail it takes with a game like StarCraft, with real-time strategies. I don't know what your experience has been like, Rich, or if you like to, what do they call it? Like micromanage. Because there's a difference between someone like me who picks up StarCraft, just kind of collects figures, what would we call it, like characters or soldiers in the game, and kind of send it. I mean, very simple with that kind of game. But these professionals, I'm sure you've seen this, they micromanage their units in such a way where they save the lives of 1, 2, 3 of their units. It doesn't sound like much, but you collect that over the course of a game. I mean, you can imagine in Civilization, if you're that effective with your inputs, computer beats systems every time. You should see the things they do, Mark. Like, you've seen StarCraft before, right?
Yeah, I don't really like it.
All right. Well, humor me. Let's say, for instance, there are 10 basic soldiers against, like, that Xur. That's the alien, or one of the alien species. they'll cycle their soldiers so that the guys that come in the front take the damage. They get cycled back behind everybody else, and they continue to do that so that they don't actually lose units. It's remarkable.
Yeah.
It changes the tide of a professional level battle.
Richard put up a good point, though. The only thing that's great about the consoles is that you only have to purchase a console once every 3 to 5 years. So weird why I'm doing that tonight.
Funny. That's funny. They can still hear you outside of the party, but they can't hear me after.
But they can hear you. Console users only have to purchase every 3 to 5 years or whatever, whereas him, for instance, he's been gaming on computer since 2001. Every year he has to upgrade his computer because there's new graphic cards and new things for the games that come out that the old ones can't play on anymore if you want to play the new games. And he says if you're going to play with mouse and a keyboard, it's been proven that it's less precise than a controller.
That's weird.
He's got some good knowledge.
Yeah, that's some interesting insight.
Does his homework, says.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, maybe it's just my lack of familiarity. I haven't watched a lot of content of other gamers, doing their thing on PC versus the systems. But I always found the PC gamers to be more, not precise, but more responsive. Like Counter-Strike. Seeing the performance of some of those pro-level gamers, it's remarkable. And I have decades of experience. I also want to put out there, I apologize for this game. Its party rallying system is not the most efficient. You've already been waiting 10 minutes to watch a game, so we apologize.
And he's put up, he's like, yeah, he played Counter-Strike for a while. He said, over a 4-year period of playing Counter-Strike, spent almost $4,000 upgrading his graphics cards because every single update Counter-Strike did required a new graphics card.
Holy shit, dude! I mean, I know that sometimes you have to update out of necessity, but mind my language. You're not a quality whore or something, are you? Do you like to keep up? No.
No, he said no. He just likes to play certain games. In Counter-Strike, he played for 4 years, and every update, because they would update their graphics because they got something new, that the players who wanted it would have to spend almost $4,000 in graphics cards in 4 years.
Well, I hope you don't take this offensively, but I mean, $4,000 is the amount of money I spent on like my PS3 and PS4 library. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
He said, yeah, here you go. And that's what he said, yeah. He's like, that's the downfall of PC owners that nobody really talks about, is how much money they say you're going to spend even after you purchase a $2,000 to $5,000 computer. Everything becomes obsolete within a year that you just purchased.
And that's relevant up to this day.
Yep, wow. Here he goes. Oh, he's typing. Just purchased a brand new built 4500 PC last year for gaming in October of 2015. And right now my PC is actually not considered good by most competitive gamers and serious gamers. I'd have to spend another $4,500 just to get a brand new one with all the up-to-date stuff.
That's obscene, man. I mean, so the question, what I'm imagining is that you do justify the value of that by playing and keeping up to date with current games, the most cutting-edge graphics. I mean, if you didn't care about these online games and these contemporary
why do you think why do you think we bought a console now?
All right. It finally caught you, did it? I didn't realize. I did not realize the fiscal advantages of systems. I knew that they were cheaper, but I didn't know to that degree.
Oh yeah, he's writing more shit. He says consoles are more reliable. He's like, one thing goes wrong with a PC that has nothing to do with the game and it won't even work.
Mm-hmm. The unfortunate truth about something so, I'm going to be poetic here, beautifully complex. Computers will do something that systems will likely never be able to do, but they do it in such a way where to appease every user and to just work with as much, not stimulation, but as much feedback as a human gives it. All the porn, the nasty stuff. I'll be pouring that thing. That's what it is. Isn't it, Rich and Stacy? I'm not judging, but you're the weird stuff, aren't you? I'm the weird stuff. I have no... Like, I can't be this guy. I'm just having fun.
That's funny.
Did they admit it? It's okay, you can admit it.
Ah. Yeah. Oh, he's typing more stuff. He said so far he's noticed. No, he said no. He didn't say no. He said so far, he's noticed less lag on a console than on the PCs.
Well, I feel like it contributes to what you mentioned before. PS4 as a PS4 conforms to a norm, like a predictable standard, whereas the computers are Frankensteins, you know. In order for them to connect to each other, it's easy enough, but in order for them to communicate and kind of respond to each other in real time, I feel like that's a lot more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Are you sure we I'm not ready anymore. The clubhouse is one of my least favorite maps.
Yeah, I feel like I play this one the most.
Yes, we play it far too much. Alright. I'm balls deep in this game. You know what? I don't even have my surround sound on, guys. You know what? It'll rock your world. The reason I haven't been performing, no surround sound.
Oh, here you go. Here he goes. Richard said one of his biggest quarrels with PC is the lack of Japanese influence for games.
Rich, I feel like you and I are going to bond on certain levels, man, because if you're looking into the Eastern influences, look no further than yours truly. I mean, man.
Oh, he's part Japanese.
Oh, dude, really? Really?
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's half Japanese, he says.
I'm not Japanese in blood, but in spirit, I'm pretty sure, like, on a spiritual level, I really appreciate you people's stuff. Surprise. If you want to talk anime at any time, dude, I'm talking any time. I love anime. Oh, geez.
Oh, Lloyd. Holy shit, this cat.
No. I'm not ready for this.
Oh, no, you're not ready for this. Guess what this guy does for a living?
You drawing, dude.
Yeah, he's an artist.
You do this for a living, Rich.
Do you do this for a living, Rich? Yeah, he draws cartoons. Huh.
You're out of this world, man. May I ask what Stacy does?
Plane.
Plane, better job.
He's an accountant.
I feel like that wasn't written by him.
No, it wasn't. He was literally.
Stabilizing.
He's an accountant.
Wow, that's cool. I'm very inexperienced when it comes to couples and chemistry and stuff. So to me, that's very novel. The artist accountant. Oh man, I'm super excited to talk to you then. What kind of things you draw, Rich? What are you into? Are they influenced by like Eastern artistic style? Pay far more attention to the conversation than the game. That's your fault, guys. It's your fault.
He said a little bit of everything. Whatever pays the bills. He tends to. Have you ever heard? What he said?
I might have missed something there, pardon.
Oh, he's typing.
Okay.
Down to one friendly.
Fuck.
We have been.
I'm out of it. I'm out of it right now. I kinda gotta.
He asked if you ever heard of the story of the Monkey King. He gets a lot of his. He likes to draw stuff like that.
So, would you say that your stuff is culturally influenced? Because I know the story, Journey to the West. No?
Journey to the West? Let's see what he says. Yes, Journey to the West, but not that American bullshit everybody knows.
Ask, Rich, have you seen or heard of a game called Enslaved: Odyssey to the West?
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
No.
I recommend you take an opportunity to, because, okay, it is a Western influenced interpretation of it, but it's a really cool, kind of open-minded, spiritual, westernized version of it. It was a very fun game, and it was based on the story of Journey to the West. So would you say that your style reflects like the culture that you're replicating, or would you say that you have more of a like a contemporary style?
5 seconds and counting.
Contemporary.
Op 4 has failed to find
That's
the
super
biohazard
cool,
container.
man. That's super cool. So then, if you do this for a living, you may ask what the final product is about.
Sensor activated. Activating camera. Trapped. Stay clear of blast zone.
There are guys on the roof outside, on the south side. I want to say there's 2 sets of footsteps. No, they're either on the roof. They might be on the roof.
Said he used to work for help draw for a show called Monkey Magic.
I imagine this is something that we can look into when we get a chance, eh?
Yeah, it's a Monkey Magic, a TV series from the 90s.
So is it still being aired today?
Now
or
no, he said he's not part of it now, but now he draws monkey cartoons for a local paper in town.
that's pretty awesome. Man, that talent, I've always wanted to be an artist, and I really hope that I find myself in the future. Especially these certain animations, and man, you guys have captivated my senses far more than any Western artist. I just want to know that. Your imagination with colors and styles, like I'm a fan of anime for a reason because it's simply mind blowing at the right times.
Visual on the target.
There's a guy in the room across from the bomb. Another guy looking through the window on the opposite side.
Prevent further access to the biohazard container. Biohazard container securing pods. Take out the hostiles. Container. Op 4, last stop standing. Stop the hostiles from securing the container. Down to 15 seconds. They've ceased attempting to secure the container. Time expires in 10 seconds. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Motherfucker.
Locate the biohazard container.
We'll check the basement.
Yep.
They won the basement, didn't
Biohazard
they?
container has been located.
Yeah.
10 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Proceed to the biohazard container and secure it.
Shoot each other. Shoot each other. Shoot each other. Damn.
Breach charge deployed.
If you don't have your own plan, oh geez, you may have already done me a favor. Okay, no. I made something go.
What are we trying to do?
Well, we're on the wrong side. I hope you know that.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure there's nobody over here.
Breach charge active.
I'm going to throw a fuse in one of these windows on the outside, on the south side of the room. I was hoping that you could help me clear the weight room and that hallway, because then I was going to put a fuse in what I hope to be an unreinforced bathroom door. It doesn't really matter about the windows right now because they don't have barricades.
The weight room seems empty.
Please get my back in case there's a welcome mat there. I'm taking advantage of this wall.
Charge deployed. Charge active. Detonate the cluster charge.
Ah, fuck, man, there's a mute. There's a mute in the room. I need it.
Shit.
Hostile activity. Resume securing the container once the threat is neutralized. Stop securing.
Wow, really? It was his buddy, wasn't it? Yeah. The guy I was shooting was almost dead, I'm sure.
Can't believe you didn't kill him.
Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, jeez. Woo! Shoot him. Dirty. That was dirty. I hope you were watching that. Coming outside. Yeah, he's pushing his luck, I think. He's like,
One friendly operator remaining.
that's good.
You've been eliminated.
2-1, huh? I like a challenge. Captain Kaiju. Pacific Room 2. Help me out, anybody that knows this, but there's somebody who's a big deal who's going to be in Pacific Room 2.
Well, the guy from,
yeah,
yeah, I like Pacific Rim, I actually own it. It's not the same people, right?
Pardon?
It's not the same people, right?
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Pacific Rim?
We need
That
to
was
protect the
Pacific Rim, right?
biohazard container. Secure the room.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Pacific Room 2, I forget, there's not a cameo, but there's a new actor or actress in it that, I recognize. They were a big deal. I'm just wondering if anyone's heard about that or if they recall the news.
Ready for combat.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds and counting. Op 4 located the biohazard container. Op 4 drone has located the biohazard container.
shot you in the face. You didn't enjoy that, did you, buddy?
Nitro deployed. Tango located.
Thank you. Yeah, I clipped one of the shield guys in the face through the shield. They changed that. You'll be able to shoot through that still now.
Oh, really?
If you were in this area, you will get spotted. Oh, there's a guy down. There's a guy down in front of me. There's another guy down in front of me to the southeast. Fuck. You killed the guy I got him.
Op 4, last operator
He's
standing.
underneath the awning. He's yours to take if you look outside that way.
Side of a way.
Left through the, yes, that way, exactly that way. I'm not sure where he is now, but that's where I died. Please be careful. He was right in front of you when I died, so look to the left maybe. He might have completely relocated.
You will be detected if you remain in this area.
Leave now.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Oh, they say goodnight, Lloyd. They're going to bed.
Alrighty. Well, hey, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you guys, Rich, Stacy. I hope you subscribe to Duke. We're doing this pretty much every night. I'm not sure if I'm going to be available tomorrow night. I think I have some plans, so please don't count on me being
Yeah, I
there.
might not be here tomorrow either.
No?
I'll be here Saturday night, but tomorrow night I might not be here. We'll see.
Okay. Well, we're doing this pretty regularly, and
Locate the biohazard
we
container.
will adhere to whatever you like to do. So please tune in whenever you like.
Oh yeah, 4 to 5 nights a week we'll be
Well
doing
done.
this.
Biohazard container located.
So,
I'm not.
oh no, go ahead.
They're on an earlier. They're in an earlier time zone than we are, but I'm not sure if they're in
They're in later.
California.
California's later. That's Pacific then. They're 4 hours behind us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What did I say?
Earlier.
10
Time zone.
seconds to go.
Yeah, they're earlier. They're 4 hours behind us.
Yeah, they're
They're 4
well,
hours
that,
behind us.
that's technically later, but
Proceed to the
What are you
biohazard
talking
container
about?
and secure it.
If it's 7 o'clock here, it's 3 o'clock there. They're in an earlier time zone. Does that make sense?
I guess I was called later, but
I like crazy. Alright, Mr. Backwards.
or consider it's later time zone considered.
God damn. That's weird. What? But it is behind. So like we're 7
you want to know
a.m.
why it's later? Because technically our day is over before there, so it's later. Theirs is considered a later time zone because of that.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. You well acknowledge you. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys are Night Ops. You are Fiora's way better than us. But we're Night Ops. There's a reason we're called the Graveyard Shift. We do this at night for our time zone, so yeah, absolute pleasure for you guys to tune in and tell us what to do. We're those kind of people. We're very submissive.
Yep, guess I look forward to watching this again.
Very cool. Take it easy, guys. Have a great morning, night. Gosh. Alright. If I'm not mistaken, we're back to our lonesome again. Unfortunate truth, but
I'm probably gonna call it after this though.
Oh! Okay, alright. Anything before 5 is questionable. Anything after 5 is completely within reason. I really need to be glass. I don't appreciate glass. That was a guy, dude.
God damn it.
Are you dead too? No.
No. I can't use my charges anymore.
Shoot him! He's right there! You're looking at him!
Deploying drone.
Seconds. Resume securing the container once securing the container.
Ooh, you almost had
10
him.
seconds remaining. Hostile activity. Resume securing the container once the threat is
Ah!
neutralized. 5 seconds
Son of a
remaining.
bitch.
Down to 1 friendly.
Apparently
All
I
friendlies
wasn't-
have been eliminated.
I was in class this round, really? That makes complete sense.
I had a lockdown, pretty good. Oh, last place.
We need to protect the biohazard container. Secure the room.
I should have had you keep the upgrade. Because,
Insertion. 5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has failed to find the biohazard container.
Barricade set.
Op 4 found the biohazard container.
Activating camera.
I have not reinforced anything.
Deploying ADS.
Oh my goodness.
Tango in my sight. Basement. The beauties are in place! Killing dog!
Alright, so they are coming through the bar.
Okay, thank you. Wow, really? I thought I had
Time
that.
expires in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Protect the biohazard container.
Wow, really?
Op 4 is securing the biohazard container.
No, what is
All
that?
friendlies were eliminated. Mission
He
failure.
wasn't in the proximity, was he?
Probably not. Probably too far away. Oh no, they killed him.
Oh.
Oh.
I guess we didn't see that.
Oh. Oh.